Hey guys and gals, it's Jim here with another bench update. What's going on? And since last weekend, when I painted up the hull on the Missouri, the boot line, and the hull red, the underneath the boot line, I also painted up the hull for this is the 600 scale yeah, USS Enterprise aircraft carrier, the Academy model. I did this haul at the same time, being I had the color mixed up, and I mixed up plenty to do both models. That way I don't have to have paint sitting and maybe drying up, or since I use alcohol, it's in a sealed bottle, but it could evaporate somewhat. The alcohol tends to do that. So I got the boot line painted on this one. I got the hull red painted, and the same thing like I did with the Missouri. Like I said, I mixed up enough for both models. It's the Tamiya flat red with a little bit of hull red mixed in to give it more of a blood red color, a deeper red. They're not actually a bright red to start with, as you can see on the box art from the Missouri down there. But anyway, I got the Missouri set off to the side right now because I'm waiting for my paints. They should be here sometime by the middle of next week, so I can get back to that one. In the meantime, I worked on this one all week long, and all I got the like I said, I got the hull. The gray's not painted yet. That's still the plastic. I'm gonna do that after I finish up work on the flight deck. As far as the model itself goes, I assembled all the small details, the little lifeboat barrels that go all along the sides of the ship on both sides. Those aren't shown in the instructions. There are little locating marks for them, and they barely hang off to the sides. It's almost like they're floating on the side, not really attached, but they are attached. There are specific locations. There's different sets. There's three. In one of them contains like they're double row, but there's like some of them are three, some are two. There's some single ones. There's some with four, and some with five in a row. So and on the back there's real tiny locating tabs, and they do go in specific places. The instructions don't show that. On the last page of the instructions, where it shows you your paint call-outs for all the little details, you kind of got to eyeball the picture, almost blow it up if you got a printer or something, so you can see exactly what's what. The same with if you see in those trenches, those little fire hose reels, those aren't mentioned in the instructions at all. There's holes in that trench for where the little pins locate, but they don't show no place in the instructions as far as what those are. So, if you built a ship model before, there's fire hose reels along the sides of the aircraft carrier. So that's another drawback. Also, those little fire hose reels, the way that they're attached to the sprues, you got to be very careful when you cut them off the sprue. Otherwise, you're going to wipe out the round wheel itself, because they're very delicate. So that's a drawback to the kit itself. As far as this island goes, that consists of 90 pieces. That was a better part of a day, maybe a little more than a day, to put that together. It's a total of 90, maybe a couple over, parts that go on there and make up the entire island and everything. I'll give you a little idea how big it is with my index finger and all that. So, but anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with that. Another thing I mentioned, the phalanx guns or whatever. I didn't put the barrels on them because they're very delicate, and while I'm working on masking and painting, I didn't want to crack them off. So those will be put on after I'm done with all the deck work, the flight deck. I'll put those on when I get ready to paint my gray. I'll shoot everything once the flight deck's all finished up. I'll shoot my my gray, and then I'll be able to button up and start working on the little airplanes and stuff like that. As far as the flight deck, this kit did not include. It's got a couple decals for the little panels that raise up from the jet blast. It's got the little yellow decals go around there. It's got some other little circular markings that go on the deck. But other than that, it didn't come with none of these stripes, nothing like that. So yesterday I masked off the landing area of it and painted my white, and then I went in there and painted the center line with the white and yellow striping. That little arrow on there, it's about the thickness of a piece of thread. It's a little bit raised, so I masked off that real carefully and got that painted up. I painted up my um, uh, catapult things. I downloaded some pictures of the actual Enterprise, and they are painted like a medium color gray. So I painted those up and everything. As far as my deck, flight deck goes, I painted it with a dark gray, and then I took my black pastel chalks, and I literally just brushed over the whole ship. And some places came out a little heavier, some not as heavy, so it gives it that little look of some areas are a little bit more worn than others and everything. You can kind of tell in the picture there. So that's what I got going on so far. Other than stuff not being mentioned in instructions, these little pieces here that mount on the protrusion sticking out from underneath the flight deck. It doesn't show those in the instructions. You kind of got to look at the picture, which is a very small picture in the last page of the instructions and the paint callouts, and you can kind of see them there. Even the box art photos, really, they're so small, it's hard to make those out. There's a couple pieces that mount down on that side. There's two little cannons kind of there where the flight deck's got that little bend in it and everything. Those aren't in the instructions. So yeah, there's a lot of things like that. I got some photo etch work going on some of the islands that are sticking out. I call them peninsulas. I got some photo etch work done for railing on those. I still got a couple other areas to do some photo etch work and that, but she's starting to come along. And once I get my paints for the Missouri, I'll pop back to that one. Um, for the elevators, those little red and yellow stripe patterns that go around the elevators, they got some raised deal, but it's going to be kind of get in there even with a toothpick and just dab a little drop of red, alternate red, yellow. So I downloaded a picture of some decals the on a Google search and everything, and I'll probably print out my own. They're for the 700 scale, but I'll probably enlarge them to make them work with the 600 scale and everything. Or if worst comes to worst, only $10 for the set. I might just order me a set of them and a couple sets, and cut and blend them together and stuff like that. Depends how I feel. I think I need some printer ink, and the price of printer ink has really gone up the past few years. So, um, but anyway, that's what I got going on and all that. So far, I'm happy with the way she's turning out. The stripes came out real nice. There are raised textures, so it's easy to mask them off and everything. So, but yeah, that's what I got going on the bench and all that. Taking a little break from working on it this weekend and all that, but for the time being, I decided I'm going to take the weekend off and just kick back and relax and catch up on some other things. This model is very well detailed, and it is very much the same as the big 350 scale Tamiya kit, only about 11 inches shorter. So, anyway, that's where I'm at and all, and so we'll see you soon. I want to thank all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks for all the comments you guys been leaving me. Thanks for all the like button, hitting the like button and everything, and all that. And hope everybody's staying safe and healthy out there in this new year. We kind of got a cold spell up here in Illinois too, so it's been a long time coming. So far, we've had a pretty mild winter, only a few inches of snow at the most. Maybe we're way behind on snow levels for the year, and we finally got a cold snap, but it's not a really drastic where sometimes where we get below zero temperatures but way below zero wind chills, we kind of getting around the zero mark with just a little bit below zero wind chills. So it's not that drastic and everything. It's bearable. So, but anyway, that's what's going on. That island and everything, I didn't believe I took up. I didn't count the parts as I was assembling it, but after I assembled it, I went back to the couple pages of assembly instructions for the island, and I counted the parts, and it's like, yeah, 90 or 90, maybe 92, 93 parts and all that, and a lot of them are very tiny, and some of them are so tiny it's even hard to grip them with the tweezers and everything. So anyway, that's what's going on. So we'll see you soon. I just thought I'd share this quick update, what I got going on, what I've been working on and stuff. And I'm kind of going to be switching up and back from one model to the other with as far as the two ships go. And I'm still going to probably be sneaking some other stuff in between here and there. So till the next time, everybody, take care. Have a good one. Happy modeling. Stay safe out there. And we'll talk to you soon with another update. Take care. Till the next time. Bye.